Hello, my running and walking friends. It's your Fun Meister host, Jeff Dehler. I am so excited to say we made it. Week 16 of the Indy Runners and Indy Walkers Spring Half Marathon Training Program. When we started, I had an Indy Runners stocking cap on and a buff, and now I'm in my Indy Runners cross-country challenge shirt from last summer with the sleeveless shirt because it's going to be 80 degrees today. This is where we are headed, folks. It's summertime, and you know what that means. More hashtag fun in 21. This is it, the last week of the Indy Runners Spring Half Marathon Training Program. It's taking it easy time. We continue with that taper time as we do just a couple of runs this week and just take it easy before we get to Saturday's big race day. To give you some tips, our friend and Olympian Bob Kennedy will be here at the seminar on Tuesday, May 4th at 7 o'clock. Go to YouTube to check that out and to Zoom, of course, and the email will give you the link to that. Bob Kennedy, you may recall, participated in the 1996 Olympics and was at one time held 3 different middle distance American records. And he has been a fixture here in Indianapolis for long since then, and now has kids who are following in his footsteps. The in-person virtual mini marathon is Saturday, May 8th at 8 a.m. at Cathedral High School. The plans are all in place. It's going to be great. We got water stops at the start and finish line and at miles 3, 6, and 10. And no clock. It's just a run, really. But for those of you wearing a GPS watch, you get to time yourself and keep track of how you're doing in that half marathon. What's next once this spring training program is done? Well, the 4th annual Indy Runners Charity Cross Country Challenge is coming up on June 12th. Go to indyrunners.org to register. And in July, fall marathon training begins. So, what's all that's left is our last tip of the week. What is that exactly you're saying? Okay, it's literally a tractor putting hay in the barn. And that's what we say, runners and walkers, and the last week of training, the hay is in the barn. What that means is all the work you've done in training so far is done. This week, you cannot improve your body in any way for a half marathon that happens on Saturday. Your job, your responsibility this week is to not get injured. You've done the work. Now just keep limber. Use those few runs this week as just warm-ups, just to keep your muscles moving. Get some stretching in. Don't get injured because the hay is in the barn. I hope you have a great week. I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday at Cathedral High School for a great 13.1 mile virtual mini marathon. Have a great week, folks.